The biggest thing programming taught me wasn't coding. It was how to become a different person. Hi everyone, welcome to the very first episode of The Person Behind the Code. This isn't a podcast about programming languages. It's not about frameworks. And it's definitely not about writing perfect code. It's about the person sitting behind the keyboard. Because after all of these years, I realized something. Programming doesn't just build software. It builds people. A few years ago, I was a completely different person. I loved learning new things. Every week, I had a new idea, a new skill, a new dream. I started learning so many things, but I almost never stayed with them long enough to become really good. I knew a little about everything, and not enough about anything. Looking back now, I wasn't lacking talent. I was lacking commitment. Then, one day, I made a decision that completely changed my life. I told myself, this time, I won't quit. Not after a few weeks, not when things became difficult, not when I got tired. This time, I would keep going. And that decision was programming. But it wasn't just about learning how to code. I made another promise to myself. One day, programming would become my only source of income. And one day, I would teach it to other people. Even while I was learning, I imagined myself teaching one day. I paid attention not only to the code, but also to the way great teachers explained it. Those two goals gave me something I had never had before, a reason to keep going. For the first time in my life, I wasn't learning just because I was excited. I was learning because I had made a commitment. I wasn't just preparing for my next job. I was preparing for the person I wanted to become. Life wasn't easy. Many nights I practiced until 4 in the morning. A few hours later, I had to wake up and go to work. I repeated that routine again and again and again. There were times when I felt exhausted. There were times when I questioned myself. But every single day, I reminded myself why I had started. Slowly, something interesting happened. I wasn't just becoming a better programmer. I was becoming a more patient person, a more disciplined person, someone who could keep going, even when progress was invisible. Programming taught me something that no course, no book, and no tutorial ever could. Real growth isn't about learning more. It's about becoming someone who doesn't give up. That's the real lesson. Not JavaScript, not React, not algorithms, but commitment. Because once you truly commit to something, your daily actions begin to change. And over time, those actions change who you are. Today, programming is my career. It's my only source of income. I also have the opportunity to teach others, which was always been one of my biggest dreams. But if you ask me what I'm most grateful for, it's not the career. It's the person I became along the way. So, if you're learning programming today, don't just ask yourself, what language should I learn next? Ask yourself, who am I becoming while I'm learning? Because one day you'll realize the biggest thing programming taught you wasn't coding. It was becoming the person you were always capable of being. I thought I was learning how to build software, but in reality, I was learning how to build myself. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep building yourself.